Shot contests this year are broken. I don't know what happened between 2K19 and 2K20, but they're really bad this year. And anytime there's any defender around you, it feels like the shot is contested, even though they're not defending you properly. Like right there, Richardson is behind me, but for some reason it still counts as a 33% contested shot. It's like, no, he's behind me. If you want to contest a shot, you have to put your hand in my face. Here, he was putting his hands behind me. Like, that doesn't bother a shooter. Like that, you have to be in front of them. And see, like the example that I just showed right there, like you could do this in 2K19 and the shot would count as wide open. But here, look, Reggie Jackson's putting a hand behind my head, and yet it still counts as a contested shot, and I just break the shot. And by the way, if you're like, dude, that's a bad shot, it's like, I have Hall of Fame difficult shots, and I have like 86 mid-range. Like, these shots should go in more often than not, or at least it should say wide open when I'm taking these shots. But yet, he can be behind me and still contest the shot. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And then this example here, I get a green release. So you're probably like, wait, why are you complaining? You got a green release. But the shot was still contested somehow. Like, look, Grant is jumping from behind me after I released the ball, and it still counts as a contested. Like, look, 19% contest or 18% contested shot. It's like, no, that is open. Like, that's just an open shot. If you don't put a hand up in front of a shooter in the NBA, it's going to most likely go in. Not always, but, you know, it should count as wide open at least. And then here, nobody puts a hand up here. Porzingis is about to put a hand up, but the ball's already out of my hands before he puts a hand up. And then just because there's someone near me, it automatically counts as a contested shot. And then I just won't make it, because this year, if anybody contests your jump shots, they don't go in. And this is really annoying because it kind of kills the mid-range game. Like, what was cool about 2K19, I loved like having a mid-range guy, you know, that I could just like take pull-up mid-range shots with. And they did a good job with the shot contest. I felt like last year it was much better than this. And like when people were around you but they wouldn't be putting a hand up, it would count as an open shot. But this year you can't really do that. You can't really take mid-range shots anymore unless you're completely wide open. But then you also have this issue here where contests like that somehow count as 60% contested shots. Like, I don't understand how this is a good contest here. He doesn't even get his hand in the face of Trevor Ariza. That's just such a weak contest, and somehow it's a 60% contested shot. Like, Ariza still gets a really good look at this. I feel like this should be like a 10% contested shot. And then here as well, I think I used this example in my layups video, but it's just so good to like pass up on again, because look at this. Butler already gets the ball out of his hands before the defender's even there, and yet he's jumping from behind him with his hand up as if like that's a good contest. It's not a good contest at all. You need to get, like, if you don't block that shot, that layup goes in 99% of the time. And yet it says 90% contested or whatever, and the layup doesn't even touch the rim. It's like, what the hell? But then there's also stuff like this, where you have the worst shot ever, like the worst release. That was an early release, 90% contested shot, and it goes in. It's like, make up your mind, 2K. Like, shots that are decently contested never go in, but shots that are really well contested sometimes go in for no reason. It's like, I don't get it. I don't understand. And then something like that is only 50% covered. Like, how? Like the dude is doing like the chicken dance because I just locked him up so hard, and yet it's only 50% contested, and he gets a green release off of that. It's like, what is this game, to be honest? And then here as well, I mean, this is so bad. Like, how is this a red contest? First of all, that's a foul. Like, you push him from behind, that's a foul every time. But yet there's no foul. And also it counts as a 90% contested shot. Like, I'm getting tired of saying this, but you can test shots from the front, not from behind. If you can test shots from behind, you have to block it. Otherwise, you're not going to bother these shooters. These are the best players in the world. They don't get bothered by people just being around them. They take shots like that all the time. But anyway, thanks for all the support. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know what I should cover next, and I'll see you in the next video.